Alright, we're going to make a quick video. I got a stiff shifter in my 05 Pilot. So, we're going to do the quick fix here. We're just imagining that it's still stiff because it's actually good. So I'm going to... Okay, it's in drive. Alright, so... ramps. We're gonna make sure we're lined up. Oh, sorry. We're gonna put the e-brake on because we're gonna act like it's stuck in drive. This is exactly what I did at 11 o'clock last night because I couldn't get my key out. I mean, I could have got my key out, but, you know, I'd rather just fix the dang thing. Alright, so, brake off. Alright, still in drive, brake, shut it off. Okay. So what you need, something to lay on. I'm lucky enough to have a garage. I've actually vacuumed the floor recently, so it's not bad. You need something that'll do this job. It's just a little bit of motor oil and a little applicator brush. We're just gonna put that there. You need a 12mm socket and either a ratchet or an impact gun like I got. I'll put it on remove here. So let's just go over the process. As soon as I get my light. Okay. So what we need to do, pull that off right there. So we're going to do that. There's a bolt back here. Good enough. There's one up in here. Okay. So you have to pull that one out by hand. Covers off. Ta-da! Alright, so you can see where I've lubed it. But I'm just going to put another little bit. But anyway, what I did, since it was stuck, was I just made sure that it was at least, you know, something. And I didn't really bother cleaning it. I just took my little brush here, dipped it, and just applied the oil until it was nice and moist with oil. So before I put the cover on it, what I done, you want to make sure you have your foot on the brake because you don't want it to get stuck. You don't want to go to park because otherwise you have to start over. Basically, you leave the key on and you start cycling it. You know, it'll be really stiff at first. You know, you're fighting it. You know, eventually, like, here's Pinky. It will be nice and loose. It was actually so stiff, it would not go, once it was in drive, if I pulled it down any lower than 2, it would feel like it was stretching the cable, like pulling real hard. And the same with park, but obviously now it's just hunky-dory. So we're just going to spin the nuts back in. Why would I edit this? You know, I mean, it's fairly quick. Under we go. I'm just going to put the camera right about, you know, and you have this bolt, okay, and the rest, well, with the exception of this one, there's 2 of these, sorry, with the shoulder and the collar here. and the rest are all this length, okay? So, you grab your cover, cover goes up, the long bolt, you see, the one goes, the long shoulder bolt goes in this one here on the point, and the other one goes up in here. So you just get those threaded and it'll hold itself in. And if you're me, use the opportunity to find the rest of your bolts. So there's 3 of them. Make sure we get everything. Get your bolts. Now you don't want to over tighten these because you're screwing into aluminum with steel bolts. This one here, it's tough to get in there with the ratchet because of this cross member here, so if you thread it in all the way, you're alright. I just smacked it a little. So now I'm going to turn the wrench all the way down. And then we're just going to dink them all once, and it should be fine. Ooh, that one was... Oh yeah, this one was stiff for some reason, so we're just going to give it all the beans. Make sure that shoulder's on there. There you go. Turn it back down to 2. Now when I was loosening these, I checked them with, I loosened one of them with the ratchet just to see how tight it was. And if I had to guess, I mean, it's maybe 18 or 20 foot-pounds at the most. So you don't really want to beat the daylights out of it. But like I showed, that one was stiff. Don't really know why. Maybe it's because I put it in last after everything was already lined up. But, I mean, there's a lot of other videos out there. You know, there's some guy pulls all this off and lubricates something in there. I don't see how that would get rusty because it's inside the car. That down there, obviously. Oops, went too far because it's too fast. I mean, done. It's been 7 minutes and 55 seconds. I'm already backing the thing out of the garage. Getting everything loosened up, honestly, only took me, I mean, as far as loosening the cable up with the oil, really only took me probably, I don't know, maybe a minute. Just, you know, working the selector. So, yeah, 2005 Honda Pilot. We've got 249,200 miles on this one. It had been raining recently, and that seems to be the trigger factor for these guys. When it rains, they stick, and that's not the first go-round I've had with this thing. I was always able to get it loosened up, but this time was actually the worst that it's been by far. You know, almost to the point where I was afraid of stretching the cable and breaking it. So I figured there has to be something corroded, and lo and behold, it's under that cover. Again, I don't know if there's another YouTube video out there that demonstrates removing that cover and lubricating it on this one. I know there's one that shows lubricating a similar looking joint, but I think it was on an Odyssey, and this is obviously not an Odyssey. So anyway, hopefully that gets a couple people out of a bind. And, you know, if you're feeling up to it, subscribe, like, whatever. Post comments, sure. Negativity, I really prefer to avoid that because I try not to be negative. So anyway, have fun and keep your Pilot on the road.